So we've been consistent in our response here that we never felt political pressure to pursue the transaction. Our decision to enter the discussions and also to collectively or together with Commerzbank to discontinue the discussions was a private sector commercial decision. I can't really comment on the political reaction or thoughts about the possibility of in-market consolidation in Germany.
Yeah, so that's the past now, but what's the future? So what do you have, or what do you have planned for a potential new strategy or some convincing new steps for investors?
So first of all, we're focused on executing on our existing strategy and existing plans. We think we're continuing to make progress on that. We've set up milestones and achieved those milestones over the course of the past year. We intend to continue doing that. As we said, though, in our announcement, we have reviewed and will continue to review alternatives to both accelerate the delivery of improved returns to shareholders and examine alternatives to improve on the path that we have as a standalone basis.
Yeah.
But it's too early to comment on what those alternatives would be.
Would the AGM be an occasion to comment on those alternatives? Because you need to do something with your shareholders.
I won't speak to specific deadlines or targets. Obviously, there's an opportunity to speak to shareholders tomorrow with earnings and again on the 23rd of May. At the AGM, but our focus now is on executing our existing strategy and looking for improvements wherever we can find them.
Are you looking into kind of imminently also having a deal in your asset management business? Because there's so many rumors now floating around that a combination, for example, with UBS asset management business would make sense. Would you consider selling it or merging it?
So I won't comment on specific rumors as you'd expect, but I will say when we took DWS public last year, we said two things. One is part of the rationale for the IPO was that we would continue to, or we would look to participate in consolidation in the asset management industry, but that DWS and asset management is a core part of Deutsche Bank's strategy. And that we would expect to be unchanged.
Let's talk about U.S. investment banking, because there was also rumors coming out of certain regulators that they are not happy with your U.S. investment banking footprint. So what's your standpoint here?
Here again, we've been consistent in our messaging. And while I don't want to be drawn on specific alternatives that we've considered, we've consistently said the U.S. is a core part of our strategy. We're a global financial institution serving clients all around the world. And many, in fact, most of our largest clients rely on us to do business in the United States. And so we've been consistent in defining that as a core part of our strategy.
Did that merger talk now, or that past 6 weeks, or perhaps we can even say last month, did it offset your clients partially, or did you have detrimental effects on your client activity?
We didn't see significant impacts on the client business. Obviously, we did hear, as I mentioned, stakeholder considerations were important to us. Among those stakeholders is clients. One of the cornerstones that we set jointly with Commerzbank was that the transaction would deliver benefits to clients ultimately. So it was a consideration. We obviously had some feedback, and we feel that we can continue to serve our clients successfully by executing on our existing plans.
So perhaps you can convince us or me that Deutsche Bank is not about a cost-cutting story going forward.
Well, it's on both. What we need to do is improve our profitability, improve the sustainable margin. And as we said at the fourth quarter earnings release, part of that is reducing costs steadily over time. And with the numbers that we provided today in our announcement, we're demonstrating that we're continuing the recent trend in terms of cost reductions. But it also has to be a stabilization and growth story in terms of revenues. That's something we've been working on. I think we demonstrated both in the fourth quarter and ongoing that the drivers are there that support future growth. So it has to be both sides of the, if you like, the operating leverage equation that we deliver successively over the coming quarters.
Hi, I'm Joanna Bersecci, and thank you for watching. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more from CNBC International. Thank you for watching.